Happy birthday, Taurus! Welcome to your detailed year ahead forecast reading for the sign of Taurus, especially my Taurus sun signs. Welcome, hello. I'm so glad that we're meeting here like this today at the intersection of my personal journey and yours. This is so exciting. I mean it. Right now, I'm so excited. I'm also a Taurus sun, by the way, so I feel like this reading, I'm going to claim it because it is so good. I want it too. I drew these cards for us this morning, and I've just been meditating on the energy, like really sitting with it, letting it sink in, feeling my way through it. I'm not rushing into it. I'm allowing these messages to come in, and I'm really taking it into consideration. And I want to share that with you. So I also have some notes here. We're going to look at my notes together if that's interesting to you. Stay tuned. We're going to look at the notes. We're going to talk about the cards that have already come out. I'm going to draw some more cards to go a little bit deeper into the message. And I'm also going to get you angel number and archetype oracle. So if you like that idea, stick with me today. Stay tuned because I've got something nice for you. So the first three cards that came out were the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. And I felt like this is your energy, Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles, that is so you. And I feel like it's you. There's so much. It's like accepting some kind of an invitation and going out, and there's freedom. And I just, you know what? I just want to look at my notes. I really do. I want to look at my notes because I have so much written down. Okay, so Taurus year ahead forecast. It's like there's an invitation and it's so much fun and you're going out. There are new beginnings, new potentialities and pathways opening up. You are releasing fear and doubt and hesitation or anything that's holding you back. Nothing's going to hold you back anymore. You are really rallying your strengths. You're recognizing your own strengths of your own character, those intangible assets. Okay, there's also a new partnership or love connection. It's very prosperous. It's a profitable relationship. Prosperity comes from this partnership. You're getting your house in order, renovations, moving to a nicer place, spending time in nature, slowing down, savoring each moment, living in the now. You're getting a new wardrobe. There's new health and fitness routines, new focus on a healthy body, active lifestyle, nutrition, movement. You're unstoppable. You've got vision. It's clear and it's true. There's this infectious enthusiasm for life, purpose-driven, inspired action. Okay, art, music, appreciation for the art and the music and the arts and you know, you're stopping and smelling the roses at the grocery store. You are walking in the forest and noticing all the little plants and leaves and mushrooms, and it's so beautiful and it's so quiet and gentle and relaxed. It's a very relaxed energy coming through. Sensual enjoyment of the finer things, giving and receiving in a relationship, getting what you give and giving what you get, working very closely with your lover or your partner on a new opportunity, and it's harmonious. It's a balance of opposites. Oh yeah. So there's this balance of opposites in the relationship as well as inside of you, balancing your own contradictions, integrating your own personal opposites here. Okay? Your spirit and your body are in such harmony. Okay, I've got more. Let's just read the notes. Let's go through the notes. Yeah, there's this balance in the relationship as well. Listening and talking, giving and receiving, a very healthy communication, dialogue back and forth. And you're experiencing a wide range of emotions and experiences together. And it's really healthy. It's dynamic. The partnership, you know, it's got its highs and lows, but it's like for richer or poorer, sickness and in health, good days, bad days, challenges, joy and sadness, acceptance and rejections, loyalty through it all. So it's like, yeah, you're going to experience a lot of bliss together, but you're also going to work really well together when there are challenges that may arrive. So you're accepting an invitation, you're taking the initiative, you're taking a chance, and you're not letting anything stop you or hold you back from this adventure that's opening up for you. Taking or accepting an offer or opportunity. It's active, but it's not rushing. You're moving at your own speed. This collaboration, yes, we talked about it's got profit potential. It pays off big time. Something that you're doing is paying off big time. You're reaping the rewards, the harvest for your work. So there's time off, there's luxury, there's slow life, smelling the roses, like we said, enjoying your free time. There may be an important vacation experience, travel, or even a staycation at some point. There's home renovations, home improvement, health and body, healthy bank account, new job, new career, new focus, new ideas, new course of study. Working from home, free time, there may be a side hustle, small business, partnership, planning, striking a deal. It's golden. The most important highlight of okay, so we're talking about the most important highlights of your year ahead. These are some of the most significant experiences or events coming towards Taurus in the year ahead from whenever you see this video. So we're going to go a little deeper into this, but I'm just going to continue to read because I have so many notes. Let's just read the notes. Slow life, gentle interactions, very relaxed, the luxury of free time, the pursuit of hobbies, interests, art and music, crafting, gardening, having animals or pets, your plants, your house plants, you're sleeping late, you're sleeping in, you're getting plenty of sleep, hydration, nice clothes, the ideas of like color theory, skincare, feeling really, really good in your body, feeling really good in your own skin, comfortable in your own skin, and you're glowing. You're looking radiant. You're in great shape. There's this focus on fitness, nutrition, health, going for a walk in the garden, in nature, in the park, on the beach, long walk on the beach, breathing good air deep into your lungs, doing yoga, meditation. There may be a spiritual retreat. But you're action-oriented and active, outgoing, sort of active lifestyle, going out, seeing the sights, but it's at your own pace. And that was a very important note here. Okay, so the most significant events of the year, from whenever you see this, most interesting, important highlights coming your way, experiences, events, significant things, what you need to know. So you're activated, you're taking action, you're taking the initiative, you're accepting an invitation, accepting an opportunity, taking a chance, and it's a year of forward movement, active but casual, slow and not rushing, going at your own pace, very comfortable. You're taking your time, you're relaxed. It's not a frantic forward movement. You're not rushing around. It's gentle, comfortable, and slow but steady, persistent and unstoppable. It's exciting. It's an exciting opportunity, then you will say yes. Okay? Then I got this idea that you're like wandering around an old city or an ancient, there's ancient architecture or like an old city. You're like a tourist with a camera, taking pictures and exploring at your own pace. Setting your own schedule. It's leisurely, it's casual, there's no rush, no hurry. You stop for lunch, you get a coffee, you find an interesting bookstore, you stop in at an art gallery just because you can. Like I keep saying, there's no rush, no hurry, no real schedule, nowhere you really have to be at any specific time. You're free to explore. If there is a structure or a schedule, it leaves plenty of time for freedom or exploration. Like maybe you need to catch a flight or a train at 6 p.m., but it's only 10 a.m. in the morning, which means you've got all day to do pretty much whatever you want. So you take your camera and you go for a walk and you explore whatever you're attracted to, whatever catches your eye, whatever you're interested in. You ever go to New York, like New York City, for example, you just go to New York City or you go to some city or you go to some place and maybe you've been there before, but maybe you haven't. And you're just going to stay at this hotel and, you're going to walk around and see the sights and go to this museum and you're just kind of exploring and you're doing your own thing and you're just whatever you're attracted to, you have the time and the leisure to just go and explore whatever it is and go check it out, So it's a beautiful day. in this energy. The weather is perfect. You're in a good mood. You're having fun at your own pace. You get a coffee, you walk around, you try something new for lunch. You try like a new kind of food, or you get your favorite snack. Like if you try something new, it turns into like your new favorite. You love it. It's so good. You really enjoy it. And everybody's being super friendly to you. Like you're feeling friendly towards everybody, even rude people. They're not bothering you. It doesn't touch you. It can't touch your good mood. You just kind of feel bad for them because they're not as happy as you are. But you quickly move on and forget about them. There's nothing to dwell on. It just doesn't bother you. You're not offended. You don't take it personally. So yeah, like you may try something new you've never had before and you love it. You like it a lot. It becomes your new favorite thing. It's so good. It tastes so good, this food or whatever this is. And it's actually healthy for you. This experience, this food, it's actually good for you. It's healthy for you. It's made with organic ingredients. You try a new recipe at home, or you cook food from your own garden. Yeah, I had this other one too. So like you could try new recipes from home and it turns out really good. Or you cook food from your own garden that you grow it yourself. Like you grow your own tomatoes and it's so good. It feels really good in your body. Like you can feel the living medicine of the food. Like food is medicine. And you're eating this organic, fresh food from your own garden, and every cell in your body lights up and receives the nutrients, the nourishment, and you can taste the sunshine in the vine ripened tomato, and it's just so good. It just feels really good. Okay, so then we have like, did I mention the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Ace of Swords? And the Lovers is the only major arcana so far. So this is like the partnership that we were talking about, the harmonious balance of opposites within yourself, becoming more comfortable with your own duality, your own contradictions, integrating these opposites within you. And a partnership acts as a mirror. And you see yourself reflected. You see your own bliss and your own challenges, your happiness and your sadness, whatever, the full range reflected back to you. And facing these experiences together helps you see, explore, and grow yourself. Like your partner is bringing out the best and the worst in you, but in like the best possible way, so that you're both bringing out these different sides of yourselves and each other. And it's like safe and supportive, and it helps you grow. And it's helping you grow, and it allows you to mature and reflect and examine and help put these things into perspective, order, and balance. I also see that writing could be important for you this year. Something here about, it's not like a constant struggle session though, like this partnership thing, bringing out the best and the worst, being able to grow, mature, reflect, examine, but it's not like a constant analysis. It's not like you're constantly being analyzed and dissected and taken apart. It's not a struggle session, but it's not a constant blissed out high on life either. It's like you're riding the highs and lows together with mutual respect and reciprocal caregiving, dedicated and committed to the partnership, the endeavor, in both joy and sorrow, no matter what happens. Okay, so we're also seeing like quiet life, soft life, slow life, but it's also active, unstoppable, and exciting. See the balance of those opposites. There's exploration, you're exploring your hobbies, your interests, you have the luxury, you have the resources, you're able to invest the time and the energy. I'm also seeing for some, you may be traveling first class, or you may even be experiencing like a private jet. Like you could be taking a private jet or like a limousine or something. Like there's something about that. There's a new experience of luxury that you've never had before, and you really enjoy it. Like you're having a lot of fun with that. Okay, I'm also seeing a new wardrobe. Clothes, fabrics, colors, all of them complementary, fitting you perfectly. You may do a color analysis and find out like which colors suit you best. You discover which fabrics are the nicest on your skin, which kinds of cuts flatter your figure, what types of clothes really flatter you, what really brings out the best in you. And this year, it's like you are coming up with like a new wardrobe or a new capsule wardrobe for yourself. You love your closet and you always have something to wear. you take the time to integrate every new piece of clothing that you buy. And integration is such a key word for this year. Like, you are building at least 3 outfits with every new piece that you buy and every existing piece you own in your closet, and you always have something to wear that is flattering, comfortable, and stylish. You love your clothes, your body, your skin, your hair, and you're looking great. And it's all based on your own personal preferences, your personal style, plus the color analysis and maybe some wardrobe planning. It's like using what you already have and being really smart about anything that you buy. And there was also something else, we'll get to it, about being like a conscious consumer. Maybe even like you have environmental ideals. You know, you're not just wasting money on things. It's like you're using your discernment and you're being very intelligent about the way that you go about doing this. Well, we'll get to that. So you may even be hiring a personal stylist to help you build your best closet. Best closet you've ever had. You may be hiring a personal trainer to help design your fitness routine. Maybe an interior decorator for your home and a nutritionalist for your diet. You could also be doing this all yourself. You could be educating yourself on all of these things and putting in time and energy into learning more about them, whether you hire someone or not. But you could be also getting a color analyst to tell you which like color season you are, which palette looks best on you. You could be hiring a tailor to make sure all your clothes fit your body perfectly. Something like that, where it's just like totally elevated. Yeah, you're elevating upgrades, major upgrades in your finances, your health, fitness, home, body, etc. Leveling up, glowing up, and it looks so good on you. You're radiating, you're glowing. Okay, so even if you buy everything secondhand, because you may be environmentally conscious, right? And you want to do ethical consumption as best you can. So you're buying secondhand and you're budgeting. You're not trying to spend too much money. You're making the most of what you already own, and you're like maybe adding a couple of pieces. Like, I'm not saying you need to haul like 1,000 pieces off of Shein.com. I'm thinking more along the lines of just like conscientiously building the best closet you've ever had in your life. Like, maybe you've been working on this, and I know this is so materialistic and maybe it's not going to apply to everybody, but that's the vibe. That's what we're getting. You may even also be making your own clothes by hand, or making the most of what you already own and really putting in the effort and the attention to these details because it feels good and you love it. You're enjoying it. You really do. You really look great too, by the way. So you're upgrading, you're feeling great, you're looking so good, feeling amazing. You may also be giving to charity or donating your old clothes or giving things away, doing like an anti-haul. So if things don't fit you anymore, you're not going to hold on to it. If it doesn't feel good, you're not going to keep it. You're going to, release it with love and gratitude because you're traveling lightly and in style. Like, you could own just 40 pieces in your entire wardrobe. You're not going to have 1,000 pieces. That's not what I'm seeing. That's not the vision I have in my mind right now. Like, you could own just like 40 different pieces and your entire wardrobe is just like 40 pieces, but you always have something to wear because you know how to mix and match and make like 120 different outfits out of what you have with your capsule wardrobes. So you turn it over, like you've got like 2 different wardrobes. One of them's for the warmer season, one of them's for the colder season. Maybe you're getting into that. You may also be getting some new jewelry or talismans, especially like spiritual jewelry or magic jewelry. Crystals, but like significant crystals. No, you could also be getting like diamonds and emeralds and stuff like that, but I was specifically feeling like talisman. Like, yeah, okay, so this is a lot of focus on the material, but it looks good on you. It's healthy. There was this idea that there's no reason to live in poverty or live like a stoic, ascetic ideal like a monk in a cave. It doesn't necessarily make you more spiritual. And just because you're spiritual doesn't mean you can't enjoy life or the pleasures of the material world. The middle path is the balance and harmony of both. Harmonizing the 2 opposites, the spirit and the body, the spiritual and the material. You're not going to extremes. You know, you're not going to either indulge or overindulge, but you're not going to deprive yourself either. It's experience a wide range of what life has to offer. You're experiencing all of these things, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to extremes of indulgence or deprivation. You're walking that middle path, because spirit is not anti-earth and earth is not anti-spirit. We don't need to deny one to connect with the other. Spirit moves through all things. The universe is limitless. We can get closer to spirit through our connection to earth. And denial of the body is neither necessary nor sufficient to connect with spirit. So that's a big message for you this year. It's a year of discovery and exploration. Yes. So also Gemini, because the Lovers is the only major arcana to come out. Gemini or Gemini placements, whether in your own chart or somebody that you're connecting with, Gemini placements are activated this year. Talking, writing, conversation, messages, communication, partnership, connection, listening, sharing. All of those things are highlighted. Handcrafts, anything that you do with your hands, artwork, painting, music, playing an instrument, crafting, like crochet or making pottery, writing, calligraphy, drawing. Also, technology, video games maybe, computer devices, camera, photography, etc. Storytelling, fiction, writing a novel or a short story, blogging or influencing. Yeah, storytelling is a big one. You could be telling your story, okay? I'm also seeing a bathrobe or a spa day, like a cruise, a massage, Reiki, energy healing, cleanses, cleaning blockages, doing a cleanse, doing a fast. You're also making a very good decision this year from a place of health and clarity, with sober, clear eyes, seeing reality for exactly what it is and making wise decisions, wise investments, good money management, resources, assets, mergers and acquisitions. And as I was writing this, I remembered Gemini had a reading recently, and I don't remember the title. I probably should have looked it up before I started going through this, but they had something in there about mergers and acquisitions too. The King of Pentacles came out in that reading. So I would definitely say, like, if you have significant Gemini placements, look for that Gemini reading. In fact, if I can remember, I'm going to put it in the description below. I'll link it in the description. I'll try to remember that. Okay. Okay, this is the last page. I promise we're almost done with my notes, and then we'll do the cards and everything. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, last but not least, we have, you're getting some new bedding. You may be getting a new mattress, a new bed, sheets, blankets, pillows. You're sleeping very well at night, getting good sleep, restful, relaxing, and restorative. I felt like the Four of Swords energy was coming through, even though the Four of Swords didn't come out. I do feel like there's a Four of Swords here, like healing, restoration, recharging your batteries, peaceful, calm, quiet. But there's also a sense of freedom, adventure, and speaking your mind, doing and saying exactly what you please. You may even be changing your mind or getting some new ideas, new information, or a new perspective. You may be involved in debate, like debating with somebody, and it gets passionate, but it's enjoyable, it's fun. If you have Mars in Gemini or Mercury in Gemini, you may enjoy a good, like, philosophical debate about, like, sharing ideas and disagreeing, but it's all in good fun, like good sport. You're not actually getting upset or angry. It's not like that. It's not angry debate. It's not like angry fighting argument. It's more like philosophical argument back and forth. But it's passionate, and you're speaking up for what you believe in. Yeah, you may be really speaking up for what you believe in this year, but in a way that totally makes sense. You have all the answers. Yeah. Okay, so you may, like, debating with a passion, speaking up for what you believe in a way that makes sense, because you actually have all the answers. And you have the logic. Your premises and your conclusions all make sense. Your logic is flawless, and you know exactly how to communicate your ideas to whoever it is you're speaking with so that they understand you and they can understand where you're coming from and what you mean. Like, you have the gift of gab this year. You may also be doing motivational speaking, and people just can't help but agree with you, or at least understand where you're coming from. They can't help but like admit that you have a good point. Even when they don't agree with you, they completely understand what you're saying. So those were all of my notes. I know that was a lot, and I was just like boom, 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 like going through it. But you can see here, like the luxury, the soft life, but like active soft life. You're not just doing nothing, but what you are doing is very thoughtful, and you are doing it at your own pace. So there's this almost like a very lazy adventure, like I'm seeing, and in the best possible way, like lazy river rafting, you know, not whitewater rafting, not like crazy river rafting, just like chill vibes adventure, tourism. Like, I'm seeing a river and you're on this boat and you're just like floating down the river, and you've got like a lemonade and your sunglasses and you're just chilling. And life is so good and you're so comfortable. That's the vibe. And you look great. Your bathing suit fits you perfectly. It's just the right color. It fits your body exactly right. It flatters your curves or your angles, whatever you've got. And you're just living your best life out here. So let's go a little bit deeper into this message, because that pretty much covers it. Like, yeah. You may have a new relationship or a new partnership or a new sense of clarity in an existing relationship. Either way, though, I see you like you're very independent and you're very grounded and responsible. So like, even if you have a partnership, there's this perfect balance of opposites. Do you see the way that these four cards are laid out? You get the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles across from each other. And then you have the Lovers and the Nine of Pentacles across from each other. And it just feels like this beautiful, harmonious balance of opposites. The mind and the body, the partnership and the self. Everything is just, it's complementary. It's coordinated. Those are some key words, I feel like: coordination, harmony, integration, those kinds of things. All right, let's see if anything else. The Queen of Swords. Ooh, interesting. You're going to be playing a different role in your life. You're speaking up for what you believe in. You speak up for yourself. You are honest and straightforward in your opinions. You're independent in the way that you think, independently minded. Okay. I'm getting like speaking freely, speaking your mind in no uncertain terms. There's that logic. There's that sharp, quick-witted, but there's also something here that's like fun and funny, like a really good sense of humor, or kind of like a bizarre, unexpected sense of humor. Like, people don't really expect this out of you for some reason, but you just like have these really quick comebacks. Anyway, let's get a little bit more. What about the Queen of Swords? Ooh, oh yes. Look at that. The Magician, the Ten of Pentacles. You are making some very wise financial decisions. Look at that. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. A lot of queens here. You could be, I just heard woman-owned business. Like, you could be collaborating with other feminines to do business. Oh, there's the King of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be a masculine here too. The World card. World card. Hold on. There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot that wants to come through. We're just going to keep it simple. Right, here we go. You have a plan. You have the idea. You have the right idea this year. I know you may be worried about it. You're not sure, but things are going to turn out a lot better than you might think. if you are not sure that this is going to work, but you go for it anyway because you trust and have faith in the universe and you believe in what you believe in and you believe in yourself, and you know, maybe you do sometimes feel doubt and fear, but it all works out. You definitely get what you want. You definitely get what you need. You go for it anyway. You don't let it stop you. You may feel afraid. You may have reservations. You may have anxiety, but you do it anyway. You do it anyway. And you're so glad that you did. You're so satisfied with the outcome. So what I see here is you're manifesting wealth, you're manifesting prosperity, you're manifesting property, you're manifesting a long-term financial situation. There's also a relationship with the Two of Cups that's associated with this. Could be family, could be friends, it could be someone that you're working with, but I'm definitely seeing like a lover here. Okay. There may be somebody that you're not quite getting along with. There is somebody you're not gonna... What is that? Okay, because overall, basically, it looks like this year you're manifesting this wealth, and it's the decisions that you make. It's good fortune, and you are quite lucky. Yeah, there's that Nine of Pentacles. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, you're very lucky. You are very fortunate in many ways, but you're also making good choices. And it's about money management, wise money management, assets and property management. So it's not just like falling into your lap and you're wasting it away. You are getting in touch with that wealth, okay? You're making that internal wealth manifest in the external world. You're manifesting wealth, and you know what to do with it. You're using it wisely. You're making good choices, and I think you're reaching a level in your career, and I think you're approaching your wealth and your finances from a different perspective. Like you could be getting some advice or like hiring a professional, talking to a professional money manager. You could be investing in like, I don't know, stock market or cryptocurrency, or there's investments here. I don't know what it is. It could be land. It could be anything, but you are investing wisely in something, and you're doing this like you're accepting somebody's helpful advice on how to make the most of the assets that you already have, and also like working to create more abundance into your life right now. And it's something that you're doing actively. So that's good. I think you're reaching a new level in your career this year. A promotion, a plateau somewhere where you're really celebrating, like you're celebrating the fruits of your labor, your harvest. Okay. What was that conflict we saw, though? I do see that perhaps you are resolving the conflict. I did just see the Six of Swords. There may be a conflict with somebody who's kind of unreliable. Let's see. What was that all about? Do we need to know? Yeah, the Seven of Wands. Like you're doing what you need to do. You're defending yourself from this person. This person makes you feel kind of... yeah, there may be a conflict with some specific person this year. A fire sign, Aries or Leo, could be involved in this, and yet you're looking forward to overcoming some kind of challenge through right action. Like you're doing the right thing, standing up for what you believe in, pushing back against opposition, speaking your mind very clearly. You're not really compromising. I see there's a lack of compromise with something. Like, hold on. Yeah, there's that Three of Wands again. There's the Ace of Wands. And I do see you know, sometimes like something will end and it's a good thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to say this? Yeah, here you are with your Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, very comfortable. I see that Nine of Cups coming through again. You know, there's that Ace of Swords, and it's like there may be some kind of disappointment here. Somebody or something does not live up to the potential or the expectations, but when you are able to let that go and release it, maybe this is the year you finally release the past. Oh, I'm getting an idea. Hold on. You're releasing the past. You're releasing and overcoming certain challenges that you've faced before. You've got confidence and self-assurance that you're going in the right direction for yourself. You've got a new beginning here. And you're not focused on the past anymore. It's like, hold on. Let me articulate this. You're writing a new story for yourself. You are writing a new story. The past is over, and you're not going to be identifying with your past so much anymore. It's not going to be the foundation of your personality, your identity anymore. Like maybe there used to be some part of your history, of your past, that was like really important to your identity, your life story. And that was a defining experience for you, something that defined who you were. It's just not going to define you the same way anymore. You're stepping into a new version of yourself. You're stepping into a new story. You are writing a new story for yourself this year. It all starts this year. Yeah, I love that for you. You get to decide who you want to be. The past is over. It's not a life sentence. That's not going to determine who you are anymore. You get to decide who you're going to be from now on. You might even change your name. Yeah, that may be part of the transformation. I didn't see the Death card. A lot of Virgo energy though. A lot of Hermit energy. I didn't see the Death card yet, and I think that you have a lot of creative potential into the future, and you're just going to be so much happier with your new confidence. Okay. Should we get anything else? There may be a separation or a divorce or a breakup with somebody, and you want to take your power back. I don't see that coming through very strong. I see a new relationship coming through. Maybe. Okay. I'm going to leave this here and this here because the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Hangman. I feel like if you are getting into a relationship or you do have a relationship, it's someone that, like I said, it's a very prosperous union. It's very, this person's very hardworking. You share the same values, the same kind of lifestyle. And I need to leave it at that. So we're going to get you an angel number. Yeah, because something may come up to help clarify, because we have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. Knight of Cups. I do feel like there's someone who is emotionally invested in a relationship with you. Something doesn't work out, but it's for the best that this doesn't work out. You're going in a new direction, and this may be a sudden change for some of you. Like, you may have been unhappy for a while in a work situation or a relationship situation, and you're finally choosing to leave that situation behind. And you may have mixed feelings about this. Like, you know in your mind, you know that it's the right thing to do, but you feel kind of bad about it, but you're going to go for it because this is a part of your fate, your destiny. You're not supposed to stay in a situation that is miserable or causing you discomfort or whatever that is. And I think that the next chapter as you write this next chapter of your life, this story of your life is going to be a lot more suitable, compatible, yeah, just a lot more harmonious. You're on the same page with each other. This is someone who is also very hardworking. Yeah, I just see like a much more elevated relationship. It's a better relationship. It's a lot more successful. I think there's some hesitation to move on or to move forward. But yeah, you're going to do it anyway. I also feel like if you don't choose to do it yourself, the universe is going to do it for you. And I think you're going to realize that whatever happens in your life, it's for the best. That if something's going to fall apart, you're going to let it fall apart. You're just going to let it happen, and you're going to have confidence and faith in yourself and in the universe and in the divine or God or spirit as you understand it, that it would lead you in the right direction. And I think you're right. And I think you're going to go in a much more stable, grounded direction. Yeah, I'm just thinking, oh, something needs to be straightened out. Something's going to be straightened out. Okay, so like if you don't have this already, it's coming in. That wealth, that abundance. I'm going to read an angel number. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 3 cards right here to get your angel number. Court cards I count as 0. Okay, the Magician is number 1. And the 10 of Pentacles is 1 plus 0, which is also number 1. So this is the number 11. We're going to do the number 11. I just noticed the Queen of Swords could also be Gemini placements, and the Magician is Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. There's a lot of Gemini and Virgo coming through your reading today. Interesting side note. Number 11, the Awakening. You are being called to attention. Your angels want to send you signs. Yeah, your angels want to send you signs, but first they need to make sure you'll be paying attention. This number asks you to notice the world around you so you don't miss the important messages coming your way. Asks your angels for confirmation after you see this number. Repetition is their way of getting your attention. Ask your angels for confirmation after you see this number. Repetition is their way of getting your attention. Okay, so you're being called to attention. This is the Awakening. Your angels want to make sure you're paying attention. They are constantly sending you messages coming your way, and those messages are important, so you're meant to pay attention to them, especially. You know what else? I'm thinking the Magician is number 1, and the 10 of Pentacles is 10, which would be like 110. So I'm also going to read number 110. It's personal. That's what it said. I opened right up to it. How perfect. It's personal. Your journey is unique. It's easy to look around and be distracted by others' personal journeys and endeavors in life. But today the angels call on you to focus on only your own. Comparing your path to the paths of others is not the way forward. Today, take a moment to meditate on your own personal path to the divine and in what ways you've grown along the way. Okay, so your personal journey is unique to you. You're not going to be competing with other people. You're not comparing yourself to other people. Don't get distracted by what other people are doing. Don't feel like you have to be at a certain level in your life by this age because of these reasons or whatever. It's like comparing your path to the paths of others is not the way forward. Comparison kills originality. And I think you're supposed to be original. You're supposed to be unique. You're supposed to do it in your own way, at your own pace. That was like the whole reading, like half the notes in the notebooks was like, at your own pace, in your own time, in your own way, at your own discretion, doing it your own way. You know, you don't have to necessarily be at a certain place in your life at a certain time you have your own journey. You are looking forward to the future. You are meant to take action on this. Yeah, it's interesting because again we had the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles come out again, which is so perfect. And then we had the Three of Wands coming out with the Seven of Wands, which is like, this is that balance of opposites again. That harmonious aspect between like being very comfortable in your own skin and going at your own pace. But you're actively going for it, doing things. You're not procrastinating. Just because you're going slow and steady like the Nine of Pentacles doesn't mean you're not doing anything. Okay. Yeah, there's an awakening here. You're overcoming some kind of challenges, some kind of sabotagey stuff. There's not everything this year is going to be perfect, right? There's going to be challenges, and I do see challenges that you're going to face, and you're going to be able to handle whatever comes your way, and that's the most important thing. That generally speaking, the energy is very healthy, wealthy, abundant. You have great opportunities to do new things. There's so much potential. You're going to be making more money. You're going to be a lot healthier. You know, your materials look good. And I think you're making an important decision when it comes to your relationships. Yeah, and I feel like this is where it starts to break down, because it's going to be different for different people, because we're all at different places on our journey, and we're not supposed to compare to others. We're supposed to be unique. You know, we have our own localized perspective that is just as important as anybody else's, and it's so very important that we be ourselves and, you know, be here now from our own, like, limited perspective, our perceptions, right where we are. So for some of you, I do see that there is a breakup coming this year. I do. And it's painful, it's difficult, because you know it's the right thing to do, but that doesn't mean it's easy. And for others of you, I also see a new relationship with someone who wants the same kind of lifestyle as you, who is also a property owner, business owner, financially very savvy, hard worker, down to earth, just like you are. Okay, someone very strong here. Strength card. It could be a fellow earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also see Leo is here with the strength card. The High Priestess is here. Someone could have the moon. Okay, the Chariot, Cancer, Scorpio. Oh, you already know who this is. Your intuition will guide you. You are meant to rely on your own intuition. You're meant to follow your own instincts, your own heart in these matters. How do you really feel? That's the most important thing. And again, there's this idea of the middle path. You're not going to extremes. You're integrating these opposites. I'm going to get you an archetype. I feel it. Let's do it. Let's get one archetype for my Taurus, please, for the year ahead. I feel like you are observing and witnessing and watching and letting people show you their true colors. Letting people show you who they really are and allowing that knowledge to guide you. You're trusting in the unknown to guide you. You are not afraid of that. Yeah, there's like it's a spiritual journey. I feel like, honestly, this year is all about your spiritual journey and your financial and material. It's both spiritual and it's financial. And that seems to be more important to you than relationship overall. Even though I do see connection here, I see very clearly, but it seems like more of a business partnership, or it's I don't want to say it's convenient, but it's like maybe you already have a relationship and it's a long standing and it's very prosperous, like financially. Whatever it is, whatever you're doing, you're making really intelligent financial decisions. And the question was basically like, what's the most important thing coming your way? What is the most important event or experience this year? Like, what is the highlight? And it's basically the highlight of your year is like, you make some really intelligent financial decisions. You may be buying a house, buying property, and you could be doing this together with this partner who is also very financially savvy and makes good choices, makes good money, knows how to use it, you know, very mature, grounded, responsible, down to earth, peaceful. You know, it's like some people, they don't like peace because peace is boring. Not you. You like peace. You like boring. Boring is peaceful. Boring is simple. It is not complicated. It's comfortable. And I feel like this person is the same way. The King and Queen of Pentacles both being here. It's the same way. I feel like for some of you, there could be like a court case or like a settlement. There could be a legal thing where you get money from it. You could be getting divorced and you get money from the divorce. And this helps you to start your new life somewhere else. For some, I just see like really dedicated to your work this year and being very financially savvy. That's the most important thing that's going on. Yeah, because we see something has to come to an end for something new to begin. There's that Justice card. It's like there's a celebration here. There's that Death card. It's the end of a really challenging chapter. And you're making, yeah, okay. Well, I gotta quit digging around. You're making good choices. That's the most important thing. Let's get you one archetype. One archetype for my Taurus. Thank you. The Stone. Yeah, there's that grounded. Okay. This is all about grounding. And the Kiss. Oh, wow. The Kiss was at the bottom of the deck. That's all about love and intimacy. So, yeah, there is a very important lover in your life this year. And you know what? I also saw the Dead End and the River. The River! Remember we were talking about the river and I saw the river at the beginning of the reading? Oh my gosh. Should we like read 4 different oracles? Heck it. Why not? Why not? Forget about it. All right, let's do it. I can't believe it because the river, I was like seeing it at the beginning of the reading, like that lazy river rafting, just like row, row, row your boat. Okay, I want to read the Stone because okay, let's just read it. Life is but a dream, Taurus. Merrily, 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 merrily. Let's see. Number, I think 67. Number 67? Yes. 65, 67. This is the eternal, the anchor, the rock. The stone holds psychic and literal weight. It's the energy of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go, therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. No matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it's likely the stone is the remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Yeah, I love that because it's like that peace, that quiet, steadfast, loyal, committed, present. Okay? quiet, like I said, stillness and peace. There was a lot of that in this reading today. That slowing down. Humble. Okay, and I feel like that's talking about earth signs in general, like Taurus, earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, the Knight of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, that slowness, the reliability, the permanence, the concreteness. That's like that 10 of Pentacles. It's just solid. This energy is coming through. Steadfast, loyal, committed. Let's also read for number 60, the kiss. Because this could be the relationship, the touch, the chemistry, the sex. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? The archetypal energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with the other, of letting in what was moments ago separate. Two become one. It is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self towards union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart. Wow. And you can see in this card, they're holding hands. You could be holding hands with this person. It's like you're experiencing intimacy. You're kissing this person. There's bravery and surrender. It's true intimacy right around the corner. Sensual expressiveness, merging and inviting. The dark side of this card can be neediness, pressure, dominance, and disrespect. So watch out for that. Write down the story of your first kiss. What was changed in that moment? Intimacy is multi-layered and requires our reflection. Revisit what you consider to be sensual, taboo, acceptable versus shameful. So there may be a revision there. Like maybe you are taking the risk. You're opening up. You're taking the chance, taking the invitation, connecting with someone in a very intimate way like that, holding hands, kissing, yeah, expressing yourself sensually and merging. That's like the lovers. So yeah, definitely could be a very important relationship. And with the stone being here, I mean, remember the stone and the kiss came out first together, a committed relationship. So for those of you who are looking for a committed relationship this year, this could happen for you. We also had the dead end, and I feel like this is relevant, and the river. I just feel like these are both relevant, so we're going to read for them both, because the dead end was like, I feel like we were picking up on some of that. We didn't want to focus overly on that because so much of this reading for this year is very positive and it's very healthy for you, but it could be that the new beginning that you're coming into with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, obviously it's a new beginning. This may be because something else has ended, right? The new beginning comes after something has ended. You're establishing yourself in a very powerful way, like a very secure, financially secure way, like concrete, reliable financial situation here. You may be playing a different role at work, getting a promotion, getting more money, making really intelligent decisions and making your own money, starting your own business. Something that you're invested in is coming to fruition. But as something comes to a close, maybe that's why something new is coming to a beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's beginning something new. So acceptance, humility, relief, and reverence for change. Getting unstuck. Yeah, there may have been inertia, tension, unconscious gripping, and you are accepting and you're relieved and you are embracing these changes that are coming into your life. So the dead end represents the closed door, the final chapter, and the impasse. Contrary to what the name implies, the dead end is actually very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, and uncompromising. Uncompromising. We felt that. Uncompromising. A wall beyond all walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, no more, child, you have reached the last page of this chapter. You've reached, Taurus, you've reached the last page of a certain chapter in your life, and you're closing it out. It's natural to resist. It's very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way or to try to prove our point, to hold on to what was. But in this way, we fight with life itself. So from a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. Yes, so there are doors opening all around you. Just like this right here, you're on the threshold of a new beginning. You're on the threshold of a new consciousness, of a new door. You may be holding on, but you realize you need to let go. So, yeah, there's doors opening around you, just not the ones you planned on walking through. So there may be a change of plans this year. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. So here you are, adapting, courageous. The Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Page of Wands at the very beginning of the reading is talking about improvising, adapting, and overcoming. Accepting a new beginning, accepting an offer, accepting an opportunity and going for it. And you're not going to be stuck anymore. You're on the threshold of a new chapter of your life, and you're going to walk through that door. You're going to take that step. Acceptance and humility. With acceptance and humility, reflect on dead ends in your past that led to unimaginable wonders. The moment you accept the ending, a feeling of grace will arise. Doors will begin to open both inside of you and in the world. Okay, note that in most stories and movies, the moment the protagonist releases the dead end, something riveting happens, and you are the protagonist. Okay, so have you ever had that experience in your life where something comes to an end and maybe it feels bad at the time, but you come to accept that this is over, and there may be a transition phase, but then maybe a year goes by, 2 years later, 3 years later, 5 years later, you're in a much better place in your life, a much different place that you didn't even see coming really at the time. And you look back and you realize that it was for the best and it was actually a good thing. And you're really glad that it happened, even though it hurt maybe at the time, it broke your heart or it sucked. It was just like really uncomfortable. But then later on you realize it was the best thing that could have possibly happened to you at the time. Because it forced you to change. It forces you to grow. I think that you've had a premonition, or you already know that this tower moment is going to happen. You feel it on the inside, and then it starts to reflect on the outside as well. There's also something about your intangible aspects, or your intangible values, your intangible assets. That's coming through again. Your creativity, your unconditional love, your kindness, your loyalty. These are assets, but they're not tangible. They're not like your clothes and your skincare, like they're not your collection of cards. They are intangible. They're not your property. They're just aspects of you, but they are so, so valuable. And those intangible internal assets that you have, that you own, that are a part of you, are coming through you and are showing in the external world. And the way that you are adapting to these changes in your life this year, you're doing it in such a graceful, amazing, intelligent way that whatever this is that's going to fall apart, it's ultimately for the best, and you are making the most of it. You're going to do just fine. You can have faith in yourself to handle whatever comes up, especially if you're keeping a clear mind and you're taking really good care of your health and you're making smart financial decisions. Doesn't matter what comes up, you're going to be able to handle it. Yes, there will be challenges this year. A lot of the most important experiences are going to be like fun and casual and luxury, and we love to see your health improving. We love to see your finances improving. Yes, that is the overall theme of this year. So whatever these challenges are, whatever that tower is, whatever that breakup is, whatever that breakdown is, it's for the best. And it's leading you to a better place that's going to be a lot healthier for you, a lot more balanced, a lot more harmonious, a lot more compatible with where you really are meant to be. And so for our final message, let's read number 34, the river. That was so cool that the river came out because I saw that river at the beginning of the reading. Like I saw it so clearly. Okay, here we go. This is the stream, the flow, the current. There is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking for anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all of our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us farther down the stream of transformation than we planned to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind that Keep in mind the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, with nothing to hide and nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Ooh, I love that for you as a closing message. Let's read it again. Keep in mind, the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, with nothing to hide and nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Wow. So this is about acceptance again, grace, reflection, and forgiveness. You may have been feeling a torment of emotions flooding and overwhelming. But listen, it's all about the acceptance. It's like washing away what is no longer necessary because that chapter is over, just like we were saying in the dead end. So you come to the dead end and the river washes away what is no longer necessary and smoothing over your sharp edges and accepting all of your mistakes and your grievances, and you're being carried further downstream of transformation than you originally planned to go. So there's a change of plans. We saw the change of plans in the dead end. We're seeing that there's a change of plans. There's a change of direction in your life. Wow. So the waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us, like that mirror. So there's something reflecting back to you, a new and dreamlike vision. And once the tears have passed, there may be some crying, there may be some hard moments, there's maybe some challenges. This may be uncomfortable. This may not always feel good. You may have some deep emotions about this, but once you have cried your cries, cried out all your tears, okay, you'll see yourself as you've never seen yourself before, with a little bit more lightness, grace, and fluidity. That's that Nine of Pentacles too, that grace, that fluidity, that composure, that healing. Okay. Wow. The river is emotion. When you are in its current, you will know it by the bursting forth of tears and laughter, song and despair. All the emotions flow in its current. You can only resist the river for so long. Eventually, it will pull you towards change, so you may as well get in with style and grace. That's right. Style and grace. May as well. Hey, this is going to pull you towards change. So there are some big changes coming into your life, and you can either resist it and resist life itself, which is impossible, or you can get into that river and go with the flow. It's up to you, but I see you going with it. I see you taking this chance, taking the opportunity. Yeah, it's like a dream. You have a dream for the future and you're going for it. You're going to do it. You're going to work on it. And it's going to be successful. It may take perseverance. Somebody is like very stubborn, and it may be you or it's somebody that you're connecting to. You may both have that sort of thing in common. But are you going to be able to compromise with this person and meet each other halfway? Hang on. What is this relationship? Daughter of Wands. Yeah, there's that invitation. Exciting. Four of Swords. Oh my God. The High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Yes. Compromise. Yes. It's like a mixture. It's a balance between being completely authentic with who you are and also being able to see eye to eye. And look, the Ace of Swords is there again too. The Three of Cups. It's a very emotionally supportive, loving, elevated relationship. So it's good. I'm like, will you be able to compromise with this person? The answer is yes. With clear communication, and I feel like it's exciting, like it's fun. It's like you share the same vision. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. I'm also seeing the Knight of Swords again with the World. It's the ending of a chapter. Three of Wands, Three of Cups. This is the World. Like, it's something comes to an end so that something new can begin here. Okay. All's well that ends well. Anything else? We have that High Priestess. The High Priestess is silence. She is a deep knowing, deep within. The answers are already within you. You already know the truth. A deep sense of understanding and knowing that can't really be put into words and must be experienced firsthand. You will know it when you see it. You will see the truth. It's like a renewed sense of clarity and purpose that's completely intuitive and unique to you. Your clear perceptions are guiding you. You can trust your clear perceptions, your clear eyes, your sober mind to see the way forward, to make the right decisions. You get the truth. You see the world as it truly is. You speak the truth too. Okay, you see the truth, you speak the truth. But there's a sense of like quiet contemplation and meditation. I guess it's like listening and compromise requires silence and reflecting. So, no, but the Four of Swords does represent compromise. It represents meeting each other halfway, coming to the table and figuring out a win-win solution so that everybody gets enough of what they need so that they feel like it's fair. Maybe not everybody gets what they want 100% all day, every day, all the time, but everybody gets what they need enough so that they know that it's fair, so that they don't feel like it's not fair. It's like, so, see what I mean? Like meeting halfway, coming to the table, 50-50, that sort of thing. I was just wondering, I feel like there's an uncompromising vision, or there's some, like, the dead end is uncompromising. But there is a new beginning and a shared vision with someone here. Or at least you have the truth within yourself and you're able to articulate it in such a way that it brings about a successful outcome. And a win-win solution where everybody feels like they get enough. They get what they need. And it's fair. Okay, so there's a genius idea. It's brilliant. It's your new beginning. And what was that closing? I want to read that river thing again. Hold on. I'm going to close it out. I'm going to read the river, the last sentence of the river one more time because I just felt like that was such a perfect closing message. Keep in mind that the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential, with nothing to hide and nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. That is so perfect. That is the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords. Perfect. May you drink in the light of your true self, Taurus. That's what I've got for you today for your detailed year ahead reading. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one, okay? Goodbye.